Alrighty, hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I will not lie, it has been, I can't remember how long it's been. It's been, what, 10:20? Oh, well, thank you, game, for telling me. So, last time I played was October 20th, today is November 5th, so it has been a minute. I know we started the intro. Yeah, I don't remember anything else. I remember in the last episode we saved Edgeworth and got Fun Karma, I think that's what his name was, convicted. Something like that. Anyway, there you are, finally. Where have you been? Do I know you? I have no idea who this is. My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? Okay, thank you, Phoenix. It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. She died. She's dead. She's deceased, girl. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? Bro, I'm a, 6 foot tall guy in a blue suit. I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy. I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright. Oh, I guess I'm a bit famous now. Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case. Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking any cases right now. Why? But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney. Oh, yeah, that's right. I am undefeated. I'm undefeated, baby. Come at me. Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please. I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. Or I don't even know your name. It's my sister. Maya? Could it be? That does not look like Maya. She has brown hair, not black. Or this girl has brown hair. The other girl is black. Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Wasn't that what was that southern girl, Lotta? Wasn't she a scientific investigator? Or something else? Anyway, Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that is right. It's something wrong? No, just you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. So you're 15. Okay. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known at my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you could call me an grader, but I'm really... Wait. Okay, I don't know about Japanese culture, because I'm just a dumb Southern American, but maybe when you're 15, you're in 10th grade, right? Yeah, 15, you're a 10th grader. Yeah, because when you're a freshman, you're 14, 15. 10th grade, sophomore year, you're 15 going to 16. So I guess you just skipped the grade. Great, another future professional in training. A case. So what is this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. Oh yeah, that's reminding me now of the cutscene. It was of the towers. Okay, that sounds really bad. It was of the city, and then a black shadowy figure with really long hair. And she just prison shakes someone, that's right. So it was a murder case. I don't care if there's no witness who saw her do it, she didn't do it. Why is Phoenix always getting murder cases? I know he's a criminal defense attorney, but has no one do people just commit murder and that's it? Does no one commit tax evasion? I know she didn't do it. It was a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. I don't know how much time has passed since Mia got murdered. I was gonna say before she got clapped, but knowing some of y'all, you would have taken that in the wrong direction. I feel like it's been at least a year since she's been murdered. How would she know Mia? How does she not know Mia's dead? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up? Excuse me? I'm not a child. I'll have you know you're 16, 15, excuse me. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit an unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. She really is. So did Maya just get replaced by a girl named Emma? Anyway, if this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be clear. I'm not a scientist. Your sister. I've been doing research on you now. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to your sister. In relation to Mia, my sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. A few years below her in school, your sister. So wait, is your sister an attorney as well? So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Well, I think your sister needs one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man. You just realized that. Okay. Well, if it's nice of you to help your sister out like this, you must be close. My reading skills are on point. Well, actually, when she gets like this, she's now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Go to the detention center. February 22nd, detention center. Visitors room. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, it's just your sister. I think this is the first time I've heard the guard talk. No excuses. Or did you not want a raise this year? What, is she like the chief of police or something? Understood, ma'am. Well, what was that all about? Hi, Lana. Not Lana. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember how to say it. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look, I didn't want you to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. That has nothing to do with you, Emma. Oh, hello, Mommy. I mean, why she got medals on? Is she like a war veteran? Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Do I know you? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm the chief prosecutor for this district. Oh! Wait, the chief prosecutor? Oh, so basically this is like Edgeworth's boss. Interesting. You're a prosecutor? I feel like Phoenix should know her. Maybe not personally, but have heard of her, considering he's been stalking Edgeworth. Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana. I mean, they're just like Maya and Mia. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? I want to examine the guard first. I know this guy must be shook. The guard monitors the visitor's room. He's frozen in fear of frigid. Yep. I feel a bit chilly myself. What did this camera say? What'd you say? Camera says smile in place. Smile for the camera. The case. There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Aren't you the suspect? Wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright, well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember 5:15 because it's in red. That's quite specific. It was in the witness disposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That's a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Please, God, don't tell me it's Edgeworth. Don't tell me they killed off my boy Edgeworth. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk, Class C. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. Well, that's just great. Please don't say Edgeworth. So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. Please don't say Big Dick Gumshoe. I suppose the corrections term is detective. A detective. Don't say Gumshoe. Don't say Gumshoe. Loss of blood. He was stabbed into the stomach. Don't say Gumshoe. By you. Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does that mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have you found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse every day. But who's the victim? So you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. So what would happen, like, for example, with Edgeworth, or Von Karma for that matter, if they lose? Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor. Exactly. Huh? In fact, why is your hand bandaged? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Then change the subject. Wait, she was a class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? Relations. Were you in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that, did she? Well, why not? I dragged him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey. I was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing class. She was different than other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. What do you mean by that? Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was the top of her class in school. I was the best there was. I feel pretty good in school too, by the way. It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright, excuse me? As you can plainly see, I'm admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana... Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know. So how can you say you did it? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all, the case is over. Why does she keep talking to herself in 3rd person? Right, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm gonna find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. Oh yeah, that's right. We defended Edgeworth. Even though I brought that up like 5 minutes ago. She's changed a lot. What do you mean, changed? She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everyone liked her. Sounds like Edgeworth. Before DL6. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. She's your sister. I think maybe well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. I wonder if I'll see Edgeworth. February 22nd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. So this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visits to the prosecution office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying to try not to stand out too much here. See? Hey there, you're literally a dude wearing a tall blue shirt, or not shirt. Yeah. You're a dude in a tall blue suit with a red tie and black spiky hair. You're gonna stick out like a sore thumb. You spectating to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? That's not Detective Gumshoe. What in the Jesse McCreed? What do we have here? Looks like a Bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall, his name's Marshall. Okay, now they're just setting up with the names. Bro is shaving. Mr. Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel, but this is my gang, Gold Strike Scene. Strike? Oh, what? This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you fix it to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti come out what? The cacti out in the desert if you want to? What's this guy talking about? You headlong home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Was that Hombre a friend? Hombre a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. I want to examine that thing on the floor right there. What's this, a wallet? Ooh, take the money. Excuse me, officer. Well, wait. What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is really basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? That sounds like theft to me. Wallet. Foldable wallet found at the crime scene. There's something... seems to be something inside. Can I open it? I'm called to duty already at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? What? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's waiting for this. Oh, okay now. Look at the courtroom record. Oh, is this like the tutorial or something? Okay. I'm not controlling this. Oh, whoa, this is new. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Oh, so this is adding a new layer of gameplay. I like this. Now let's start examining from every angle. Okay, clearly oh, look! I didn't even click it. I think there might be a clue there. Why do you seem so unhappy? You should check it out with the press of the A button. This is an ID card. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping this would be like Edgeworth's wallet. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. So I'm assuming that's the victim, because it was a detective. Goodman's ID, an investigator ID card found at the prosecutor's office crime scene. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I got to be on my toes from now on. Wait, can I slide? Yes, I can. Wait, let me examine the... What is that, a camera? Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. Oh, no. Mr. Marshall. The sheriff. Like I said before. Why is his name still question mark? I know his name's Marshall. see our claim. You best be moseying along unless you fixing to bite the bullet. Yeah, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, little Philly's got a good nose on her. I know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle? A Mustang? A red Mustang? Dude's got good taste. Please. No problem, partner. About time for riddles anyway. He's up to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Might just find you a kivist you like. Prosecutor's office? Where does this guy think he is, and what does this matter for? Note to self, look up Vital Saloon and Kivist. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. Any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off all blame. Right, great. So, great. Maybe there are some clues around here, so let's check it out. Excuse me? Where are you two all set? Us? Oh, Lord. What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. I'm not gonna say anything, but... Stop. Hello, half and half, what's it? Thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Please tell me you're not just talking about food. Let me stop. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passerbys. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly want to give type of clearance yourself. Watch her say she's a detective. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even in my days as the cough-up queen or cough-up? What? Cough-up? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes. You might say yes. All the sordid secrets. Oh, is she the witness? Secrets? Dear me. You're a slow one, aren't you? That's mean. I don't like that eye. I'm referring to the murder. The stabbing of that detective. Well, what? You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. My name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Oh, trust me, I will not forget your name. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heel. Yes, ma'am. Yep, she means it. The case, somehow, I knew. Yesterday was the day of destiny. I knew something was gonna happen. What are you, psychic? Just like I knew that the daily special on Friday every week is sailing. Destiny was yesterday special for some reason. You're a defense attorney, right? You should know that. You should know the foul misdeeds of evil ones who haunt this den of inequality. Evil ones? Prosecutors, they have no qualms about blackening the names of innocents, and yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King Prosecutor. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutor's convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have any personal grievances against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. That rhymed. You'll soon find out why they call me Cough-Up Queen. I don't like that look. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car they found the body. His car, so the guy's a guy. The guy's a man. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. I'm very confused. Really? Really? I'm totally confused. One thing is clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. What you witnessed. So what exactly is it you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fantastic spectacle, to be sure. Now I feel I know when they say they talk about women's wrath. To see Lana Sky wield that knife, so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of the silvery ties to the world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. and the rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Sky? Of course, it's quite a feat becoming a chief prosecutor. How many lunches of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She's always traveled light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Probably because she's the chief prosecutor, I don't know. Angel, could we ask a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No? Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can tell someone who has Thai General Teo Trubut's lunch. What? Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of the tribute flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here, the prosecutor's office. You have a boyfriend? See the security room over there? A glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in and see him. And since you're here anyway, I guess your selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data so far, you, Miss Stark, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis, not... Prosecutor's office. Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Miss Stark? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha, perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like a 10-day-old clams and chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That would sure be a cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, you're now talking, cough up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Okay. Can I go examine the... Wait, can I... Let me slide. Can I examine the phone? Here's a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure? What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Okay. What is this right here? I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, I can look at this. This is where cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose? Aha, the theory of relativity. What? I gotta write this down. Hey. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. relatively German or was he British? Last time I checked, he was a Dutch scientist on the moon who got sucked into a black hole, and now he's always wondering what that melody is. That is a reference to my Overwatch fans. You guys are welcome. Are you sure that was his last name? What does that say? Look, a stylish glass wall room. Very nice. Oh, that's where the glass room is? You could see the whole parking lot from up there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe. How are you... Never mind. Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. No, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Oh, damn! Phoenix Burner! Let me stop. So I can't slide back over. I can look at the barrels. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over there is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide anything to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Didn't Phoenix say that? Never mind. Did someone vent? No. The ladder. What? Aha, a ladder. That's a step ladder. That looks like one of those extended ladders. Extend ladders where you like push up on it. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the base nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Can I go in here? Look, a door. This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. Mysterious lock. I failed to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Oh, I can just go up there. I thought I had to interact with the door. Alright. February 22nd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. This is the kind of room that just screams I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What's that, shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whose ever offices, they really must be a stuck-up jerk. You know, I was gonna say who I think this office is. I know I've been meat riding him the whole time, but I honestly think this is. I'm willing to bet when I click A, it's gonna be Edgeworth. Cause hear me out. Look at the freaking like environment of this room, like the curtains, the couch, even that little suit on the wall on the left. It all just screams Miles. You never tire of prying into other people's business, don't you? Do you? That voice. Oh, don't tell me. I fucking knew it. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth. You know him from somewhere? Of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once, and... Right, her sister's the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. Oh. No, did I? No. It was just Miss Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? Do you not know about the murder? I'm surprised. A body was found in this nasty, bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? Bro, I don't like the smirk this man's giving. That would be my car. Dang, you own a sports car? I mean, I knew you got bank, but he's got a red sports car. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing. She certainly can't scream. Let me examine all your stuff first. Hope you don't mind. Let me examine the suit. The drip is real. Wow, this jacket is even laxier than the usual ones. Must be his lucky trial jacket. I don't think I've seen him wear that in a trial. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty. Let me take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. I don't like the fact she said naughty. Like, it's not an NFT. When she takes a picture. Let's see. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. Hey, bro, if you got rid of those dashes, we would have been in a bit of situation. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send a shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's King. K stands for yes. Yeah, got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. More like Employee of the Year since it only is once a year. King of Prosecutors Trophy, added to the court record, given to Edgeworth, King of Prosecutor, at the Police Department on the day of the murder. How did Edgeworth become King Prosecutor when he got folded by me, like, multiple times? Separate topic. Isn't that the Steel Samurai thing? Wait, no way, is Edgeworth a fanboy of Steel Samurai? My. What an amazing banquet right here for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wasn't that for, what was her name? Old Bag. Wendy Oldbag? Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. And besides it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy. Nah, this has got to be old back. Wendy, is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? God, no. I don't think so. Of course, Edgeworth sipping on that tea. Ooh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawers below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted, placed by origin and flavor. Look at the royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid give me a minute. I'm blanking on the word. I see it. A drink. Yeah. There's such thing as taking a hobby too far. I like how Edgeworth doesn't commentate on us just running through his place. It's a weird way to play chess. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like the blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out the poor pawn. His head's kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Oh. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I think we get the symbology behind that. Phoenix is supposed to be the red guy, or the blue guy, and then the knights have swords. The swords have an edge to them, so it's supposed to be like Edgeworth gaining Phoenix. Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Well, no, there's only one knight. You have the knight there. You have the rook there. Is that supposed to be the bishop? You got the bishop right here. And is that supposed to be the queen? Yeah, because the king has like the little cross on his head. Work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Why did that strange? Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name flag as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. 100%. Case. So the body was found in your car. Go ahead and say it, right? You think I did it, don't you? After you went all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stopped. Oh my god, you fucking idiot. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean, wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister then? She said you met her before. Yeah, yes sir, Emma Skye. It's, nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You're really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise for me too. To think my own car would become the scene of a murder. First bro, Edgeworth can't catch a break. First, he gets accused of murder. He gets prosecuted by his own, like, father figure, quote unquote, because his father got murdered 15 years ago. Turns out that father figure killed his own father. His car gets freaking messed up. Let's see, is there anything else I'm forgetting? Eh. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superiors. You're the prosecutor? I can't understand. Wait, what did you just say? Lana Skye is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. How many prosecutors? Okay, because now I'm confused. Like, I don't mind battling against good old Edgy, but why is it always Phoenix and Edgeworth? Like, we've seen there's plenty other defense attorneys, but why is it always Edgeworth? Like, we have only faced off against 2 other attorneys. Or prosecutors, excuse me. 3 in total. One was Edgeworth. The other one was, what was his name? Mr. Payne or something? The tutorial prosecutor. The guy that I just beat the crap out of. And then the third one being Von Karma. You, Mr. Edgeworth. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here after all. What do you mean? Rumors? You heard the rumors about me, haven't you? About how you got away with murder? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time where there weren't rumors about this guy. forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Is there proof of that? Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life. I don't like that smirk, bro. But some of them go as far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That's a broken shield. There's gotta be a story behind that one. On a Sky. Chief Prosecutor Sky, yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I've always felt she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why'd she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. Why do you have a knife? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I kept in my toolbox in the trunk of my car. Why would you keep... Actually, you know what? I can't say anything. I keep a razor blade in my toolbox. Like in my car, in my trunk, I have a spare tire, a tire iron, a jack, a car jack. And then in my toolbox I have a razor blade, a headlight, not like a car headlight, but like it's a headband that you put on your light on your head to use as a flashlight. Wire cutters, some wires. Oh, I also got some jumper cables in my trunk as well, in case something ever happens when I'm on the side of the road. But anyway. Murder weapon, usually, why does it say usually? Usually in Edgeworth's toolbox, traces of the victim's blood, no print. Excuse me, God, I am burping. But, are you sure you didn't do it? Please tell me you're joking. Come on, can you take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Where do I go now? Can I examine the underground parking lot? Nope, okay. Oh, they didn't even change the name. It's still High Prosecutor's Office Detention Center. Do I talk to you? No. What do I do? Oh, I can't examine all of these things. That's cool. So it's a hand holding it. Okay. Oh wait, I can look at this. Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. It looks like the names of previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. I'm willing to bet that's Von Karma. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner. Sounds about right. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, whatever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. Amazing is a bit of a stretch. I like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she says his name, his name does have kind of a ring to it. Can I examine his knife? What am I examining exactly? Just look at the blood. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself killing an apple. What Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spent his weekend running it in the wild. Edgeworth in the wild? I think my fruit peeling is more like it. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. I could low-key see Edgeworth being like after like a really tough case, I could see Edgeworth going outside, going to like a pond to go fishing. I could see that. Now there's a scary thought. god. Okay, can I examine my attorney's badge? Oh, I can. 263. Oh, I can actually examine it. So this is what the back of the badge looks like. I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. I mean, you couldn't lend your badge to anyone. No, I'd be found out right away. Well, that's no fun. Wonder what the number means. Like, if he is... I know this sounds like a bit of a stretch, but what if Phoenix Wright is the 26,381th first person to become a defense attorney? I don't know. Deputy prosecutor and this guy being I like how he still has this as his profile after everything we've been through. Detective of the local precinct in charge of the initial investigation. High school junior and self-styled scientific investigator and sister of one Sky. Defendant and chief prosecutor of the district pointed on her right hand. Mysterious lunch lady witness to the murder known as Cough Up Queen. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to examine something else? And it is... I can examine the bookshelf. Whoa! These are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. You must have someone get them for him. Don't tell me he gets Detective Gumshoe on that ladder. Strange. Why did I just picture Gumshoe? He must study these cases so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofa like this want me to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket and rolls up his sleeves, and he goes to sleep using his arms as pillows. That's oddly specific. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has soft sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. Bro, this is very too... Okay, now this is way too specific. You are 15, he is 24. He ain't not gonna go for you. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool. Oh, can I get a view outside the window? Whoa, what a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window and the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it. Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. My question is, why would Edgeworth take a room on the 12th floor? We know he's afraid of heights. Or, not afraid of heights, but like if an earthquake happens and he's on the 12th floor, we all know he's going to be soiling his pants. What happens if I present him his knife? Wait, no, I think I clicked the wrong button. Yeah, present. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with defense, especially with you. He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth, it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. Oh, that's good to know. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright. Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, we'll take you for sure, won't we? I wish I could be on the same side as Edgeworth, but then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. So basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that transvestite. Huh? What's that? Or why is that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. Oh, so I had to interact. Okay. The police department? Yes. Right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Yes, I have. Where Detective Gumshoe works, yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his reward for better or worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. Okay, what happened yesterday? Go ahead and vent to me. Day of the crime. Could you tell me more about yesterday? The Yes, yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecution's office. Cleaning day. Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. Words. I was about to say cemetery. Ceremony was held at the police department. There was an annual review and rewards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12, so 3 minutes before the shanking. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves in precision, Mr. Wright. I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Oh. Okay. Edgeworth's parking stub added to the court record. Parking stub. Record of parking in the prosecution's office lot entered lot at 5:12 p.m. Wait, you have terrible memory, yet you remember Von Karma screaming. You know what, never mind. This is a parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, Wright? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Who the hell are you? Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? How do you not know who Edgeworth is? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief. Sir, I got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in this case against Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir. No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. This Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made clear requests to the police department. Did I not? I need to focus on tomorrow's trial, so don't bring me anything related. Sir, sir. I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particular... Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins. Okay. Officer Meekins. Right. Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Wow, Phoenix. Right. Yes, sir. Okay, you got me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Uh-huh, thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. I do wonder what he was given. I want to examine this. Parking stub, 7:15. Oh, bro, it's military time. I struggle with military time. 7:12. This is the date of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he held up a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. Just goes to show you never know what will happen when you run a yellow light. That's why I run all my red lights in yellow. What? I didn't say anything. And clearly he does not want to talk, so I'm going to go to underground parking lot and go to the prosecutor or the police department. Actually, I don't think we've been to the outside of the police department, so we're actually getting to see more of the world. That's nice. February 22nd, police department entrance. Is that Dick Gumshoe yelling at Meekins? Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put police department so far away from the prosecution's office? Beat me. That almost took 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. Honestly, that's a good point. Police department, huh? I've only been to the criminal affairs next door. Criminal affairs? Hold on, what's that? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. I remember the chief officer or something, like Detective Gumshoe's boss telling us about it. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he seems familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why are you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Case, I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. What if the evidence was fake? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a sec? Huh, me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana's guy's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's your sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like fate. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. I wonder if that has to do with my power. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. They did? Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone. Only the high-ranking people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest-ranking guy is our chief of detectives. We're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. Now, I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. Is there anything else you should be doing? Like, I don't know, preventing a big robbery? Chief of Police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Okay. Officer Marshall, cowboy man. Now I think about it. Emma did seem to know Marshall guy. Patrolman in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Wait, he's a patrolman? So I can't go in there. What do you think of this knife? I keep pressing A to check. I want to present it to him. What do you think of this knife? Found in Edward's car, stabbed with Edward's knife, huh? Who would drive chief prosecutor to do such a thing? I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Edward. The car and the knife do seem to be too well organized to be coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. I keep pressing A. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that the judge got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got our award for diligence myself. Diligence? Ah, congratulations. I wonder why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he forgot. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers must be because of the rumors. What do you think about that? Ah, I pressed A again. Dang it. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal. This is the detective's ID card. You can't keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me in some trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must have dropped his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But did you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? I think that just busted out the Edgeworth troubles, Gumshoe. So this ID card belongs to the victim. He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he had handled 2 years ago. What case? Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Scott caught him out there too, in the parking lot, and Lana's confession as much. Edgeworth's troubles. He's in a tough spot again. Again. I mean, I don't know why you're forgetting about DL6. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there's always been whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no whispers, they're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusual strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took the case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Okay, can I present to you anything else? What do you think about my badge? Here's my attorney's badge. You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badges and stuff. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. You have one. Wait. Speaking of ID cards, I found that detective's card, didn't I? Yeah, did I not present that to him? Oh, wait, this is something new. But after all, I think I'll stay out of the conversation. Wait, let me do that one more time. This ID card belongs to the victim, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Bruce Goodman. The G's are throwing me off. You know, you can just do anything with these cards. You can just do about anything these days with a card in that Wright secret number. Scary. It's only scary because you keep dropping your card, Detective Gumshoe. I forgot my secret number a lot too. It's scary. But I mean, after all, what could be wrong with that? I think I'll stay out of this conversation. Can I examine? I want to look at the blue badger. I was wondering about that. What? The dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. You made it, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I did my thing, pal. Nice work! It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances and dances until the batteries die. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance till he drops. Blue Badger panel added to the court record. A work of art designed by Chief of Detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why are you handling this case? Why aren't you handling this case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is, what is his name? The guy in the parking lot? The Marshal. That would be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief Prosecutor, Chief of Police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. His first name's Jake. Funny. From West L.A. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine this crime scene. Maybe. Or a letter allowing the bearer of the crime scene. Okay, I'll be surprised if this gets us anything. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. This poor Beacon's getting yelled at. Look at that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping his tears away from his eyes. Make a good pair. That's funny. I'm looking at the patrol car. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. A panda? Not that I have scientific proof. It's just a theory. A game theory. Do you mind asking me how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been to the zoo. See? What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? Okay, Phoenix being a smartass like usual. Debbie Mans. February 22nd, prosecutor's office underground parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till sun sleeps. That's gotta be Marshall. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here. Hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too? What happened to the security guard? So she's just a hoe. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. The victim. There's something I wanted to ask you. The sentence. The scene of a crime. A cold grave for men who lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of desert harshest judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Marshall. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who lost their dreams. Ah, crap, I think I just knocked over my water bottle. I accidentally was scratching my arm and I hit my bottle next to me. Give me a second. I apologize about that. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case to catch his interest? Alright, I think I gotta present him with this. Actually, do I want to examine it first? Nah, that's probably no reason. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right into the platoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog? He's holding a birthday party or something. Huh. Look where it says, letter of introduction, it says, invest... Oh my god. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe, better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settlers, strike out for our lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have some nanny. Let's so, police investigations are like settling lands. Miss Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction crumbled and discarded. Guess I'll never get that chance to examine that again. I want to examine that thing I was going to examine earlier. Is that a phone or a camera? This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest it belongs to the victim. I can't think of I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it? Check it out. Right, let's check it out. Oh, I'm actually controlling now? Okay. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know? You can check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know? I see the series is popular as ever with the kids. Okay. Can I flip it open? Oh, I forgot I can rotate it. Oh, the button's right there. You have to press a button to flip. I've never seen a flip phone that you've had to press a button to flip open. My first cell phone was a BlackBerry. I remember the BlackBerry I had, I could play Galaga on it. It was so... Anyway, the phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of calls you made and received. the button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from my generation. Okay, whatever. Let's check out this phone. Okay, I just pressed it. Okay. Now to see who the owner of this phone call last called. Note the self-defense attorney doesn't think first before he presses the button. Beep. That's a good ringtone. Hey, that song, I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed the redial on that phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was over there on the ground. Whose is it? That belongs to the chief prosecutor, Sky. I guess that makes sense with the color combination. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Looks like the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. So she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who'd she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now, one of those new family ringtones. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. Oh, what? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone as a wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They'll shoot you for that in Texas, partner. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Property of Lana Sky. Last call made on 5/18 on the day of the murder. Rope, is it? Yep, they laid it out in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You gotta be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. I mean, how would you come to that conclusion? I'm curious. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxurious car. It screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. I did not even see that. I was just looking in the trunk. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. 6, 7, 5, 12, 2. Looks like someone written on it. Something's written on it. Goodman. You're right. Let's see. 7. Oh, that's an S. 6-7S 12-2. Name printed on the paper above reads Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his smoke before he was killed. Well, so? What does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self. For deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. Okay. I'm sure Edgeworth would know what this means either. Goodman's note added to court record. B block is that's where the visitors park. I can see that Lunchland car from over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like that sign on the floor. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on just a steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think about it too deeply and you'll be fine. Oh, wait. No. Oh, it's from the hood. Details more about the victim. Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. To be a little more specific, Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. Smiling, Murden told me the tale. I think he means his witness Angel Star. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Goodman's autopsy report added to court records. Death due to loss of blood. One knife wound. Died within the hour at half. What? Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Okay, that's a contradiction right there. But we'll talk about that later. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman. had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a few cases years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't particularly a gifted detective. The only reason why he didn't do much work was the chief prosecutor. My sister called the victim on the day of the murder, right? Here to the parking lot. So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy show detectives until 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of crime scenes? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambino? So, why are you in charge? No reason. Just I'm short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. He's saying that he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog, can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, huh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of the cattle run by order of the chief of police. You just don't realize it yet. Detective, don't you kicked out of the investigation? So there's no connection between Detective Gumshoe, Detective Goodman, and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. I don't know why I changed my voice. Prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate decided, Bambina. Hey, condolences. Of Officer Marshall. Yes, Bambina? How could you say that? And you and my sister, you were... Is there something between the cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that blowing through the prosecutor's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone ended up something here too. Oh, that's Phoenix, sorry. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence. Oh, I keep thinking this is him saying it, not Ed Phoenix. Forged evidence arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeaten because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But the rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These prosecutors we're talking about, evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you'll find one person, but they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person. Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't wrestle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. So you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshot, there's bound to be bullets. That's what old-timers say. Big old secret hidden around here somewhere, everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taking the case? Did they target him because he was the closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing so, Mr. Wright? Guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report and a note from the victim and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing that still is bothering me is Lana's confession to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee she's not the criminal. Excuse me. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yes? I know that song that your phone plays when it rings. What? Isn't that the Steel Samurai now that I think about it? It's a Steel Samurai theme, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. Let's see. Cell phone updated for record property along the sky. Last call made to her sister Emma at 5:18 on the day of the murder. The detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I don't know everything that went on here. You know, since it's been a while since I played, I'm gonna do the second part. February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there was still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is a big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? Defense attorneys should never believe their client. The defendant is called to the trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. That is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. Why'd she look offended? That's true. You're a freaking chief of prosecutors. First trial without a fail. No one's going to bail me out this time. Not Mommy Mia. I'll be alone in there. So I'll have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Thank you, Emma. February 23rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I don't like that. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in the courtroom since his trial. Let's hope I'm not rusty. I hope personal feelings will not be a part of this proceeding today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. Judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow. He's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will not pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to the crime. Professional witness. Professional? Well, then call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angela Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You were the caviar one, right? Oh, caviar. I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really moving it down. And for you, I have the feastable. Thanks. The witness state her name and profession. You, sir. You ordered the fingerprint lunchbox. Really? It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Wow, Edgeworth, you really deny that food, bro. Alright. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like a pickle. It's a polka. What the heck does a pickled polka taste like? Name, profession, now. Me? The name is Angela Starr, or Angel Starr. I don't know why I said Angela. Angel Starr, don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. It's what you would want me to say, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness, please describe the incident to us. Prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the criminal. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss was a special investigator with the police. Really? She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Starr was a detective? Interesting. Explains why the detective claimed that he saw her before. Aha! I knew who you are. Cough up Queen Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Starr. Who is this lady? I might have to have the court's attention over here. Parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. Block A is for the prosecutor's office personnel. Block B is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor's spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of Block A in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with his knife and went to drive the body out. Fortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valent witness? It was me, Your Honor. Parking lot with Edgeworth's car. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright, I can't agree on your principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Starr. Wait, are they talking about me? Are they on the same side? Come on now. Witness account. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I was on the way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honored detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garnished car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand, and she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bring a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Let me go ahead and... Wait, how do I pull up court records? Let me look at the autopsy report. Name of deceased, Bruce Goodman, 36, male, date and time of birth, or date and time of death, February 21st, between 4 and 5:30 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood from chest wound. Assessment, wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single wound was found. Single stab wound was found. Hold it! Okay, we're gonna do the hold it everything. How did he do that? I respect the prosecutor's basic ordinance of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's ununiformed opinion is duly noted, given that they are used to erasing inconvenience evidence at their will. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I thought that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator, and if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors, there I'd still be one laid off. She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I'm a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. I know that. Very well, may continue. I was on the way to my boyfriend. This boyfriend, he's a detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend. You have several? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, the other boyfriend. Here to join. And yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. Where's that format? I might fill it out. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. It's stuff the judge had to think before replying. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up at the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, you did bring your boxes by car. Since I'm a visitor now, I park in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. When I sensed something, perhaps it was a fine home detective's You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of a murder? It felt like how you would say, oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you see a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well he was like a young cheese. A young cheese. A pale white cheese not yet tainted with experience on the streets. A green one. What the hell was she talking about? Then I must be hard yellow. It's sharp as cat. Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there is... In the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. In the back of my mind... Yeah, you saw it. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to the car. By garnished car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car? Yes. Mr. Edgeworth's. Incidentally, the knife which was used, which the victim was stabbed, was also at Mr. Edgeworth, wasn't it? Indeed, it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure it wasn't the defendant. I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. She's telling the truth. We're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you're a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. That was scary. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. I may relegate to the lowest post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. A photograph? You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snapped, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunches is worked with the camera. What? Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph now? You think I'd show it to you? A prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. No, it's not. Crime photo added to the court record. Crime photo. The moment of the crime as photographed by Angel Star. This is not going to go well. Oh no, that's unmistakably Lana Sky. So what was the defendant doing at the time? Hold it! Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Knife? Mr. Edgeworth, it is your knife after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature very well versed in the location of man's vital organs. Sure, it was easier than boiling an egg for egg salad, surprise center. You can't testify as her ability to kill an egg, a person. Perhaps a chicken salad instead would have been a better method. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Thrusted the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. If it was only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright, we can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty good to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, I'm having her panic next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. Did I not press her on the last one? Did she thrust her pointed knife? Oh, it's the... I don't think I did this. Tell me, why didn't you try to stop the crime? You seen her raise the knife to the strike, no? Defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Bullcrap. Yes. This moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. If it's only flesh wound, Mr. Wright, we can make No, she wasn't. No, because you have the picture of her closing the trunk. I don't know if it's this one or this one. It's gotta be one of the two. Got it. And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife. As I already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. That looks delicious. And I don't eat salmon. Salmon. I'm sure that's a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why would Miss Sky be not holding a knife? Ahem. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That'd be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. And yet it was still stronger than your ever feebled mind, Mr. Wright. He really doesn't make it personal, does it? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. It was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell by that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? It's black and white. It's a black and white photograph. Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take this kind of abuse? You gotta be better. You got a better idea? Let me look at that photo. That coat looks way too big to be on her. Like, look at where the coat ends. It ends past her knees. I don't think I've ever seen a coat go past someone's knees. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she saw the... Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Well, it seems like it's slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order 7 problems solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold and calculated like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. How do you know that? Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in the photo. Well, are those gloves? Oh. I did notice the gloves. I didn't say anything. Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? She was sick. It was not premeditated. She would not have been wearing those gloves. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditated. I don't know why I can't speak. Murder, a serious offense, aka also known as first-degree murder. If you don't know, at least in the United States law, first-degree murder is premeditated. Second-degree murder is just basically you went down the street and shot a guy. Third-degree murder is like you didn't mean to. It's not manslaughter. It's like, I guess third-degree murder could be considered manslaughter if I'm not mistaken. The murder was plain. The rubber gloves prove it. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. Oh crap! No, I missed it. I apologize. Alright, I gotta put it. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? That's the thing. The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsy. Then how come it wasn't given into the autopsy, or not the autopsy, the court record? In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do meta. It's only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was plain. It was premeditated crime. Ugh. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Star. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I got to think of a way to show that this was premeditated. Okay, it's something with the premeditated part. Why don't I just call this right now? What's wrong? You look like I did during finals. Never mind, it's nothing. Something with the... missing. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. I was just about to say, if you were on the wire fencing, how was the thing there? But no, I just realized that is there. It says something might finally work. Through the wire fence, I saw a chief prosecutor standing next to the owner's car. The knife was found in the toolbox. Wait a minute. That's it. If it was premeditated, why would she not bring her own weapon? She only got the weapon out. She got the weapon. Oh crap! I fast forward. I got it. It has to be the knife. Because hear me out. If the murder was premeditated with the gloves, then the knife, she would have already brought her weapon, not had to take Edward's knife, which was in his toolbox. I did not mean to hit A. Alright, say it with me. 3, 2, 1. Objection! Gotcha. Witness, do you know what this is? Trying to test me? I sell lunchboxes for a living. You know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Edward's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. This is the case. The bloody murder went by a red car. All belong to the prosecutor there. The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the bad people? The defense has a request. We ask the witness to provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you say that Lana Skye planned the murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon. Uh-oh. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna plan a murder, you don't forget the murder weapon. I can make... Stop. Order! Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister is as good as free. Uh-oh. I don't like that smile. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. Well, what? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail, but this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Blah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. Only one who seems to care is the lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needed to prove, nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now, but you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. Angel's deduction. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecution's office. I can already debunk that. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive the human machine to plunge a knife in again and again. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. I already got her. Intended to murder Goodman. I don't need to hold any of this. Alright, present. Property of Lana Skye. Last call made to her sister. 3, 2, 1. Objection! Oh, crap. Your Honor, this statement contradicts this evidence. It does. I don't see how anything contradicts. Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make any decisions, right? Whoops. That didn't go well. Okay, maybe I need to... take my... You said that, but you haven't noticed how you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie. I believe what she just said was a mere prelude to the story she's about to tell. I'm trying to interrupt her again. Rookie. Never interrupt the storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of an oven half-baked. I look at the bun in you. What? Something half-baked here is ingredients you. Trying to confuse the defense witness. They are not very quick with feet. Now, why do you believe the suspect had intentions to murder the victim? Her actions speak for themselves. That's why she called the victim all the way to the chief's office. You have no proof that Miss Skye called him there. You have no proof that she didn't. Mr. Edgeworth thoughts. There is no record of a call made on the defendant's phone. Skye. She might have written him a letter. Come on, you could have tried the public phone first at least. In any case, the victim came to the prosecution office where he was murdered. I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness, why do you think it was the suspect who summoned that victim that day? I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Oh crap, wait. What kind of grudge? Well, I would know. I would know that. Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge. Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside? How am I supposed to know? See? We agree there is a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Pretzels. Don't you agree? I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty. This judge isn't very good with metaphors. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us you were biased for this thinking? Simple. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge that knife in again. Oh wow, how did I miss that? I jumped the gun so fast because it's... Objection! I'm honestly disappointed in myself for that one. You said she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. Here is moss surprise. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but I'll take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to loss of blood from one stab wound. Aha! You're right. Good show, Mr. Okay. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. Bro, what about my objection? No one noticed. Well, witness. You got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood, but now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying that you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood on her... Sorry about that. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Then tell us what you saw. What you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how excuse me, ghastly the whole scene was. She turned out to be short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities really sets her off. This short wick burns out the fastest is a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax in it really shorts wick will burn. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. It's freaking outlines. She didn't have a red muffler on, did she? No, she didn't. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Objection! Gotcha. Miss Starr, I did an explanation. Aww. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. Well, what? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or a muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. You did yourself. This photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only professional lens could be so prove this. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. Wow, Edwards go off. In the end, Mr. Edwards prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver? But it was there, a scarf. No, not that, but something red, really. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. Well, what? Very well, witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, she couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part? The part where your sis stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Apprehending the suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition of her off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had confused me in my earlier testimony. She prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. That wasn't a very good metaphor, first of all, and a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details I don't want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. Chief Prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside and kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Roar. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. So where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. I just thought that was a support beam, I'm not gonna lie. There was a wall there about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for criminals to do. And what did you do then? Quickly caught up to her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Say quickly, were you close to the suspect? You said you were like 30 feet. As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her at the time. Maybe I should press her for more details. Press. I like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. The lunch lady's car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here. That would make it about 30 feet from the car. Yes. Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. But there's your chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. Amazing. The cough-up queen lunch lady athlete, indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb up the fence. She could have just gotten to my sister. She couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, the fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did Miss Sky not get away? When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say? If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word. So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but someone else. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean... By phone, do you mean the cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. My memory is like a salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see Miss Starr. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. In the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently, it was out of order. So she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witness. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? You should, of course, add this to your testimony. Things I do to please the word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 518. I saw it all. That's how she tried the phone on the wall. Used her car herself instead. You think you could restate your testimony for court? Aha, I was going to ask the same thing. I only say this one time, so listen close, rookie. Chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. She picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled out her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, Chief Prosecutor hung up her phone, and you saw her doing this. What is it, Mr. Wright? Chief Prosecutor made to escape again. Futile. She made to escape? Can you be more specific? She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dolly up floor on a petite of forey grass. Huh? She even kicked over an oil drum. Oil drum? Wasn't the oil drum laying on the side of the crime? But it's strange. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? The other? The parking lot entrance. That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Excellent. More mysteries. I wish we could solve a few before finding more, though. So, Miss Guy tried to run. I'm sorry my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it. You have to believe me. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. Like behind the car. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm gonna present the map. I'm not confident in this objection.
Objection!
Yeah. The cell phone was found right next to the car, so how was it that it was...
Objection!
Gotcha. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have personal grudges
Objection!
against Sky. And my objection is objection. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Him. Look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Guy making the phone. I'm gonna be honest, I was not even thinking about that. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of the partition. If indeed you were in Block B, you couldn't have seen it. Order. What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not cuffing up lunch, she's coughing up lies.
Objection!
That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you'll allow me a question. Tell us what lie the witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness told the lie about what she saw. Maybe what she saw, right? She lied about what she saw. In other words, she didn't see this guy using the murderous phone. It seems hard to imagine how could she have. Very logical. What's the matter, Star? Cat, got your lunchbox? Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory, but why would Miss Star lie about that? Huh? Why would she say that my sister had tried to use the phone but failed? It doesn't make any sense. Why lie about something so insignificant? Oh, dang, she's right. I mean, maybe she's really did see her try to use the emergency phone. See no room for doubt here. You ordered the patootie on rice, right, Mr. Wright? And I thought you had something there. You guys don't see anything. I'm gonna just quickly skip this. Where she saw the order of events. I guess where she saw it. Tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for her to start to lie about it. Pointless to lie. I see. What says, let's say the witness did actually see this guy using his phone. It would be the star witness to the location. The location. Now, that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? She either had to be somewhere on this side. Okay, so okay, she could not have been on side A because she took the picture through the chain linked fence. So she could not have been on A. She had to be somewhere on B. So actually no, because if you draw a direct angle, she would have to be on A. Because the wall comes out to here. So that leaves basically anything below this, like, thing right here. Yeah, so basically where this thing meets is where you could, like, so even if her back was up against this wall right here, she wouldn't see it. She would have to be somewhere, like, on A. But how would she get the chain link fence picture? She would have to be somewhere past this wall to see the phone call, right? Take that! If she was here, she could see the emergency phone. That's true. That solves the mystery. Aw, crap. That would allow her to see the emergency phone, yes. But if she was there, she would not have been able to arrest her before she dialed her cell phone. Oh, you doubt my speed. I can run at least 150 feet in 9 seconds, you know? Is that really that fast? Not fast as your witty rejoinders. Yes, Your Honor. All the testimony we've heard. I have no idea. Take that! Oh, no, I did not mean to click there. No. I did not mean to click there. That was an accident. I meant to look at the evidence. But, oh, you can't even do that. Never mind. I have no idea where she could have been. Unless she was in the security room. That could make the only amount of sense. If she was in the security room, I mean, I'm probably wrong, but if she was in the security room, that would explain why it took so long to get to her, and she would also be able to see the phone. Take that! This is the only place she could have been. The security guard room? Indeed, the security guard room is an underground parking lot and well positioned. It's built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. Not being part of the parking block A. The only place she could have seen where the crime in the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said brought a lunch for your boyfriend in the safe in the security guard room, right? Well, Miss Stark, how many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today, a man has gotten the better of Agent Stark. Should I get that? Order. Quintus, what have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished, and I'll do what I must to ensure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make any sense. She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells it all. But how did she get the chain link fence photo?
Objection!
Still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without good reason. So tell us what her reason it was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. It's the crime for the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it for must make a vital difference. But what would that change? The view of the crime. Yeah, wait. Hang on. Because if she's in the security room, right? You can't see me clicking and tapping on my TV, but you would not be able to see her with that body in the car. That's why she lied. That has to be it. Why the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change. The angle? What do you mean? Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and she would have sort of a 3D view of the crime, and this is important. Why? What? That's so stupid. Oh, now I gotta start from back here, don't I? Damn it. Alright.
Objection! Objection!
That's so stupid. right? Alright. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there? From the scene of the crime where you arrested this guy. Well, witness? You... Yes. You ordered the squid deals, right? For the quality of my lunch has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't on the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from Glasswall Station. Before I knew what I saw, before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running toward the scene of the crime, but the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Bro. That's why I had to go through the parking lot block B. That's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? My finest plastic spork. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to support this? So she said it was 5 minutes, right? So it happened at 5:15. So she wouldn't have known about the call, right? I don't know.
Objection!
Between the witness and the murder and the arrest, think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time if you like it al dente. I got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess flee the scene. Hey! That's the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Guy dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had pictures taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Well then, seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and the blank in her testimony. Is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated the witness on account of her professional history. We did it. We screwed that case shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. I'm afraid the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, the court is adjourned. Objection? Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid deals, right? This one she tried to fossil me off of. For not take the defense team's leftover. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? This is another one of her trick lunchboxes. My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask you, Mr. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo! A triple-decker. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Let the lunch motto says, you won't be disappointed. What she's going to pull out of her lunchbox this time. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. Now, it's a matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One, of course, was the victim's, and the other blood type matched the defendant Miss Lana Sky. This shoe proves it was flawless, decisive evidence. I guess that would explain. Oh crap. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard about this evidence? Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liability of investigating this myself. And you have blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. Any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by the members of the forensic department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth. No. Is that right, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty stolen. You can at least study some evidence law, really. Prosecution complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. What was the second rule? However, it seems you have yet another court against your witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. I guess you could say I just wanted people to look for results. The results? How many times do you have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, 5 minutes blank means nothing. Why don't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot of known prosecutors. False evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. You fight monsters and you use every trick in the book. This is when the suspect is admitting she did it. But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Star. Let's just get this over with. The victim, did I not bring this up? No, you did not. And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime? I detained the chief prosecutor and noticed of this department, and I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck out with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. The shoe was my secret weapon if that would happen. See, this fashionable basket I had here, it carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. Happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed the valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next. Two types of blood were found on the shoe, one of course was the victim's. So you brought this to the forensics department. If you're going to submit something as evidence in the court, you need it to be approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by forensics experts. And yet she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe appears to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. Blood moving on to the victim, Detective Goodman. 2 types of blood.
Hold it!
Claim to know something about blood test review. Huh? Well, speak up. Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. What? That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between million types of blood tests out there. which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down just to one person, or so I hear. That's pretty specific.
Hold it!
Can't fight this without evidence. Ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, you don't think you have a problem with the shoe problem. Okay, there's blood here too. He sold the shoe. It's gotta be the victim's. Must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. All this blood is horrible. Might be important clue. This blood. It's my sister's, right? It appears so. Her right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis. So it's Goodman's blood at the bottom of the shoe. I'd say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I gave you a pepper fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's see what Mr. Wright has to say. What contradiction about the victim's shoe? Show us a problem with the evidence.
Take that!
I'd say it's just blood on the bottom. I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of the shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie, or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there's quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. Makes sense, the victim was stabbed with a knife. What possibly could be contradictory about the blood on the bottom of the shoe? I messed up. I should have been the sister's blood. Can I? Crap, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet.
Take that!
Would you like a grinder? It is the shoe.
Hold it!
There's a problem. I was thinking, when I said the blood on the bottom of the shoe, I was thinking there was no footprints, no bloody footprints found at the scene of the crime. It's the blood right here.
Take that!
Problem with this evidence is here. Where? But I was pointing at the blood! Wait. Was I not pointing at the blood? It's the fact that there's blood on the shoe, but not the knife. Okay, I want to make sure I get the blood.
Take that!
Is it what? Now I'm just confused.
Hold it!
Is it the blood on the bottom of the shoe?
Take that!
The blood on the bottom of the shoe. Yes, okay. Makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What possibly could be contradicting about the blood on the bottom of the shoe? I don't know.
Take that!
Bro, I don't get it. So, I know it's not the knife or the map.
Hold it!
It's the blood on the bottom.
Take that!
Okay, let's think about this. Huh. Is it this? Because it was from a chest wound.
Take that!
No. Okay, so let's get this right. It's not the map, not the knife, not the autopsy report. I hate to go through every single piece of evidence, but I don't get it.
Hold it!
Because apparently this blood doesn't count, even though it was only the victim's blood on the knife.
Take that!
So why does it matter? The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't there any bloody foot? Oh, so I was right. It's usually the wrong piece of evidence. Aha! As you can see, there was no traces of such footprints in the crime. Contradiction to your claim based on the shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Then where were they, Edgeworth? Check to see the crime and found nothing to support it. Order. Well, witness? What? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's not true the lack of footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? Bro, it's not my foot! It's supposed to prove that she didn't do it. I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked into the very end. That's a good movie. If y'all ever seen Hoodwinked, I think it's the name of the movie, right? But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth of her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside and kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but... Oh, is he gonna say the water in the oil drum spilled the evidence, or cleaned the evidence? I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. But, now, witness, let me ask you a simple question. You're gonna say the oil drum isn't empty? Yeah. Oh, that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the reason why she knocked it over? The real reason. Aha! You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason and one reason only. Clean up the footprints to erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. It makes a good point, but at the same time, wouldn't the... Actually, no. No. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to result telltale evidence. Why? That's the prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe. Well, is the reason to prolong this trial, Mr. Wright? Do something, please. What? What can I do? Just to show us confessed to the crime, she tried to conceal it. But enough. There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. Angela Starr is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angela Starr, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you had your file, but here you are demanding a second helping hand. Now the lunchbox, a lunchbox called evidence. Wait, witness, don't tell me something else. Bro, this is getting ridiculous. Let's time for deliberations has passed. Any further comments and you'll be held in contempt of court. You can't do that, only the judge can. Your threats don't scare the cops. Look at this. A photograph. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the wet shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt in the photo. Look at the thing. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed in the water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I wouldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Sorry, Mia. Right, wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. The time I'd like to declare a verdict for.
Objection!
Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at the photograph. The last one submitted. The trial is over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah, I saw it in the muffler. Yeah, I think later. Yeah, there's a problem. So since we've come this far, we can't claim a fair shake. Well, Mr. Wright, the muffler. Show the court what's wrong with the photograph. Right here. I noticed that the first time. The problem in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out the car's muffler. It's your car. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no trace of muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also a part of a car, on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as a part of the exhaust system. Ah, I see, and I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth thing of the car's muffler? So what if there is something sticking out the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Objection! Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's see what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth is important related to the muffler. The phone?
Take that!
Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler. Ah! Yeah. Could you be that muffler you heard mentioned? It's actually this exhaust pipe. If so, that means this piece of cloth is a vital evidence. Well, it seems we have suspended the proceedings. Suspended? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any questions unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. If not, we wait until after we've seen the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Phew, that was close, but we made it for now at least. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry? Bro, I was getting my ass handed me a new one in there. Alright. Alright. There we go. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I know it's been a minute since the last episode, and I apologize for that, but hey, your boy's back. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Hope you guys have a good day. Hope you guys have a good night. Hope you guys have a great day tomorrow. Good night, everyone.